I can completely see where the, outcry is coming from. But okay, let's just backtrack a little. Apple hasn't actually said they're getting rid of anything yet. I mean, this is all based on speculation, rumors. They're going to be putting out a new iPhone later this year, most likely. And that's where all of the rumor mill begins to operate, to spin, as they're looking for, trying to figure out what's going to be coming into that phone. We don't know yet.
But it could be, could it not? Perish the thought that the old technology is just not as good as whatever they've actually come up with in their labs.
Yeah. So listen. So basically, Apple and all tech companies have a history of, God forbid, actually moving on with things and actually upgrading technology. Apple has done it several times, many times, actually. If you look at the old iPhone, it had a different connector than the one it has now. It's usually being done. It's not being done
but
to
on
get
that
you to
one, sorry
spend
to
money.
interrupt you, many people say, well, why do we need to change that, for goodness sake? We ended up with lots of those kind of fat power connectors, and then we had to buy more of the thin power connectors, and that was just about making cash, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely was about buying new connectors, but I would argue that Apple was doing that because they were putting in something way more efficient. They were going for a thinner iPhone. They are putting in something that charges faster, that might break less easily.
And weren't they the company that also got rid of those funny cables we had with lots of pins that you used to have when you had to connect your laptop to your phone?
Exactly. I mean, they've done this forever. They changed the SCSI with these fire wires and things. I mean, that's just what Apple does. That's what all computer companies do. I mean, for me, that's not an issue. For me, it's really interesting to think about why they're doing this. Why are they going to be getting rid of a phone jack?
And could it be for size once again, which is that phone jack being a round thing takes up quite a lot of space. Could it be they want to make an even thinner screen, a thinner phone than we've had before?
So there have been a couple of theories floating around, of course, alongside the people going, no. You've got basically there are some people who think that it may be because Apple is trying to go for a bigger screen. And if you look at the size of the extender of a traditional phone jack, it's the same width as the border on the bottom of an iPhone. So they may want to extend the screen out the full length, and that's why they're getting rid of that, because that won't fit under the screen. It may be because they want a thinner phone. It may be because they're working on special earphones with Beats, which is the company they bought for billions of dollars a couple of years ago, wireless ones.
Ingrid London, thank you very much indeed. They can't stop innovating because you wouldn't have a job. We wouldn't have anything to talk about if they did.